Welcome to this week's weekly roundup. Starting with GW, obviously you might have seen the views flash I did earlier in the week covering the new stuff that they promoted at their games day. Obviously we've got this amazing looking Chaos Sorcerer, got the Ambles for Blackstone Fortress and the Ambots for Necromunda, both of which look fantastic. I'm seriously looking at the Ambots and trying to think what I could do with them in 40k. They're so cool, I kind of expect to see them included in a lot of armies as dreadnoughts and various things. Of course, we've got the the new Gene Sealer stuff, which has sparked a lot of rumours as to whether or not we've got an 8th Ed Gene Sealer Cult Codex coming through. Who knows? There's been a lot of chatter on Discord and Daka about that, apparently. Yeah, we've got some bikes and some other really cool things there which I think are going to really add to it. Got some more scenery coming out with the Gene Sealer Cult, although that's fairly generic and you could include it with pretty much anything else you wanted to. What is that? Weird. Strange picture there. You can see there's a little tube there. For a second I thought someone had given them a mole mortar, which would be amazing if it's true, but I don't think they have. More exciting news, obviously we've got the new Kill Team Arena coming out, which is going to be a new way of playing Kill Team. Looking at the stats and how everything works there, it's very reminiscent to me of the old Space Crusade. We'd very much like to see some stuff getting blown up. They've even put Space Marines and Necrons on the picture. You know where they're coming from with that then. So that's going to be a lot of fun to play. I'm sure my wife's going to look at me with disapproval if I try and spend money on it. She's laughing at me now. I have no respect. And I do everything so bigly. We've also got another Necron guy and a fantastic body positive Adeptus Mechanicus figure there, as well as some cool stuff there, because they're going to be bringing out some more stuff for Kill Team, some Adeptus Mechanicus stuff, and some Kill Team and some Gene Sealer Cults. It's nice to see the Kill Team ball is still rolling there. That's about it in 40k wise for that stuff. Obviously we've got the pre-orders for this week have come up. Again, we've got Urban Conquest come out and that looks amazing. As you can see, we've got a bunch of new scenery and a few classic bits of scenery in there as well. It's going to really add to anybody's urban Kill Team. Kill Team? It's going to really add to anybody's urban tabletop, and the rules are designed to make the rules there. We've got the Urban Conquest rules coming out. There's been a few teasers of them and things like that. You've got positioning cards and tracking stuff, which is designed to make running games in the 40k universe in cities and urban environments more easy, and being able to do it as part of a campaign as well, apparently. That's on pre-order now. No, sorry, that's going on pre-order next week. Anyway, we've got next week's pre-order. Sorry, no. It's on pre-order now for next week. Let's have a look. I've actually got the GW. Oh, sorry. Yeah, there we go. It's on pre-order now, as you can see on GW's website. You've got Urban Conquest. You've got the Urban Conquest board. Combine with one of the big rolls of battle board, you can get the whole lot for £672.50 if you've got more money than I do. But if you're just looking to incorporate on your own battle board, it's down there at £60 flat. That's GW's price. Obviously, a lot of the internet retailers are doing it 5 or even 10% off. The Sector Imperialis, the Sector Imperialis and Manufactorum is out. That's another set of ruins. I'm starting to worry about the housing situation in the 40k universe. Does nobody have roofs? Forget about Tyranid. Everyone else is going to die from colds or something. Also, you've got the Death Guard paint sets out for pre-order. We've seen Death Guard paint sets before. This one Just looks like another nice set of colours with 3 Death Guard guys, if that tickles your fancy. They are beautiful models, and if you want to get colour paints and have a little paint project, they're a fantastic idea. Got some more stuff on the Manufactorum there, and then that's about it for 40k. Obviously, for those of us who are fans of Blood Bowl, the community page open day gave us some orders. Let us know about the pre-orders that are going to come up for Helmut Wolf, who's a Blood Bowl character, and Carla Von Kill there, who are 2 Blood Bowl characters for human and other Blood Bowl teams. They're now available to order from Forgeworld. They're not cheap, but then again, Forgeworld stuff does look very nice. What else have we got? Yep, that's about it for 40k this week. And Blood Bowl, nothing else coming out new. Infinity, which is one of my favourite games. Where are we? You've got a bunch of stuff that they've announced coming out early in the year. Let's get to the top of the page. Sorry guys, I had this all lined up, but yeah, you've got a bunch of stuff coming out for Infinity. If you're any Infinity fans, we've got a Eugene sectorial starter pack that's coming out. We've got Pan-Oceana Camo. These are basically aquatic frogmen, or frog people, I guess. They appear out of the water and stab the crap out of you, so that's quite good. They're sort of law enforcement counter terrorist operatives. That should be quite good. It'd be nice to see if next year's, or if this year now, if this year's ITS comes up with some more weird terrain missions, because you don't tend to get much, and frankly, it'd be nice to have a use for some of these models with odd terrain. I don't tend to see, at least locally, I don't tend to see a lot of guys playing with water or jungle terrain. It mostly tends to be in urban environments in which anyone can play. You've got the Keizukai, who are basically, they're basically the sort of the out of the box thinkers for JSA. They're kind of your special ops guys, so they're more your down and dirty guys. Not quite ninjas, but something more leaning in that direction away from the samurai. Aleph has gained Dart. If you're familiar with, if you're familiar with Aristea, Dart's an Aristea championship who's been given post-human status. So she's another awesome character there for Aleph to have. I imagine we're going to get quite a few of the Aleph models going into other armies, in the same way that we've seen some of the special characters from other armies going into Aleph, such as Senior Massacre and Miyamoto Musashi. If you're watching this Circus Belli, Miyamoto Musashi wielded 2 swords that were the same length, not different length swords. We know that because every single picture of Miyamoto Musashi has him wielding 2 katana, and he goes on at length about how having extra long swords is daft and how having short swords is daft. He just loved katanas. He was the original dual-wielding snowflake. He killed a lot of people. So that's cool. What I'm really excited about, because I'm an Ariadne player and I'm a vanilla Ariadne player, as well as playing some of the factions, is the Ariadne support pack. We've got a 911 a 112 emergency services guy on a bike, which is cool to have. We've got we've got our Kazakh dog who looks nice, and our Dozer field engineer. It's about £30, I think. It might be 35. It's about that price. But it's going to be one pack in which you can pick up all 3 of the special. You can pick up 3 specialists you need, and it'll pretty much give you all the odd little specialists that aren't included in other units. So you'll have your forward observers and that from various other units, from your SAS or from your other guys there. My brain just will not remember who the French guys are. It's one of my favourite guys. I use them all the time. No, it's gone. That's going to annoy me. Right. But, yeah, I'm really excited about this pack because it's one pack that gives me 3 specialists, one of which is a doctor, one of which is an engineer, which is really, really quite useful. Weirdly enough, I don't have a doctor or an engineer. I'll keep meaning to get hold of them, and frankly, I think this pack's going to be what gets me to buy them. We've got more stuff coming here. This is for, yeah, this one is for Aristea. You've got Luna, the Elven Warrior, Elven Ranger. It's quite interesting, this one, because what you've got here is a little bit of high tech, but you've also got a lot of fantasy styling, which Aristea allows for. But being as there was talk earlier in the year from Circus Belli about the potential of a fantasy game coming out that they were thinking of working on, or that they were working on one, it's nice to see what stuff they've already got coming out that has fantasy stylings. It might give us some ideas of what the fantasy game is going to look like when they bring out. I, for one, am very interested in how Circus Belli are going to run a fantasy game. It could be really amazing. There's a lot of attempts at recreating fantasy battles out there. Some good, some bad. I find Ninth Age to be one of the best ones because it is really the old Warhammer fantasy battle with whistles and bells on. I gave Rune Wars, which was who the fuck was Rune Wars from? One of the biggest gaming companies in the world, Scott. I want to say Asmodee, but it was from the same company, different branch. I gave that a shot. That was really good, but it didn't hold out. Of course, you've got Age of Sigmar as well, so there's a lot of competition for them in the fantasy area. So it remains to be seen what they'll do with their fantasy game. And as I say, Luna the Elven Ranger could be a taste of things to come in the future. There's also a nice little release by Infinity telling us what we can expect from 2019. They basically said, on their website, they basically said that any of the armies that didn't have sectorials are going to get some attention this year. There's going to be some extra stuff at some point later in the year, around November time, denoted by that big black N there. They're going to bring out something which is apparently going to be a whole new way of playing Infinity, and that sounds really exciting. You can see they've got a lot of little releases for Aristea and on top of the Infinity plan there. So I'll be interested to see what they've got. And they're also saying it's going to be the year for Toha, which I'm sure we're all very happy for the Toha. Yay, Toha. If you can spot the sarcasm in my work, that's because I love Toha and like fighting them. Actually, in all fairness, I do quite like Toha. You just have to get your brain around how differently they tend to operate to other people. And being as an Ariadne player, we've had all the love this year. I'm in no place to complain. The Russian sectorial is frankly amazing. I've got my Spetsnaz, I've got my veteran Kazakhs. They put veteran Kazakhs in a linked team. That's just fucking crazy. Pardon my language. I've made such a mess with veteran Kazakh linked teams. Bullets everywhere. It's amazing. But according to this, we're looking forward to a pretty amazing year with Infinity. I'm hoping I'm going to be able to get a couple of games in soon. I've been quite busy this year. But if I do, I'm going to see if I can get permission from some of the other guys and do some battle reports for you. And that's pretty much it at the moment. There's some other new stuff and bits and pieces coming around from the side. I know MicroArts have done a new kit for doing cracked ice or desert bases. There's basically lots of interlocking cracked plates. That'll be interesting to see how that plays out. And there's a lot of other stuff coming out from a lot of other guys. So frankly, that's going to be useful for things like Infinity, 40k, and stuff like that. So frankly, I'm really looking forward to this year. Hope you guys enjoyed that roundup. I'll see you guys next time. Hi guys, hope you enjoyed that video, and if you did, remember to like and subscribe to my channel. I'm also on Facebook and Twitter. Not sure why, but I am. So if you like it, see me there, and please tell your friends. Thanks very much. Bye.